Oh my god, hey everyone. Now, welcome back for starters. This is super exciting. A, because I've got a new camera, which I'm sure you can probably tell because the quality no longer looks like it's been taken on a potato. And B, I am back. I am back on the YouTube. Welcome back. Honestly, I have missed doing this so much. I have missed absolutely chatting bollocks to a camera like you wouldn't believe. But this video is basically just going to be a catch up and basically explaining everything that's gone on since I last spoke to everyone on here and what's going to be happening now and obviously why I've been missing for so long. The main elephant in the room is Vera. Obviously, I have been without the 940 for 6 months now. So she has been at Rusty's, which honestly I still cannot thank him enough for taking on such a project. And if you have been keeping up to date with my Instagram, you will have seen that the engine that we were stripping in would have been the last video that I filmed is now in the car and it is running, which is just the main reason why I've been gone. Obviously I haven't had the car, and obviously with no car I can't really film anything. Yeah, the 940 is, well, she's actually back home for a very short period of time. So she's been at Rusty's for the past 6 months and I went and collected her. Well, I didn't go and collected her, Sam very kindly went and collected her from Rusty's last week and went and dropped her off at Dave's garage, which is just up the road from here. You probably remember Dave from when he helped us do the big transformation on Vera last year, which is almost a year ago. Like, what the fuck? Like, how was Ultimate Stance almost a year ago? Anyway, Vera's at Dave's currently, and she is waiting to have the exhaust put on. So if you have been keeping up to date with Rusty's videos, like he has been basically going through all of like the engine stuff, then you will have seen that the car is running now with no exhaust. Which it makes it sound like absolute shit. It sounds like a tractor. When I actually like heard it for the first time, I was like, oh my god, it sounds like I've diesel swapped my car. But yeah, it's got no exhaust on it. I do have a full 3-inch stainless exhaust system to go on, which is going to sound absolutely nuts. It's probably going to sound like an angry wasp in a tin can, but I don't know. It's massive. It's like got a proper jack cannon on the exit. That will be put on. Hopefully then it can go through an MOT. Then it can be taxed. Then it can be reinsured. Obviously you know what's coming next. Then I can fucking drive the thing. Within the next couple of weeks, maybe like month or so, the 940 is actually going to be physically back on the road. Hopefully, very soon, Vera will be back rolling and we can start finally making some content with her again, because there is still, yes, it might go on the road again, but there's still so much to do. Like, the inside of it is minging. They've got like a full set of door cards which need re-dyeing and they need putting back in. It needs all of the sound system upgrading. There's like all the rear bumper needs sorting out because it's literally just painted black with a rattle can. There's loads of stuff. Now, another reason why I've been gone for so long is because we've had so much going on. So obviously you remember I started doing wrapping with my business that I called Shieldworks. Now, to cut a long story short, Shieldworks is no longer trading. Not for anything, like nothing bad happened. It was just literally my personal circumstance, which had to basically mean that I had to make a decision, that I had to go back not self-employed. I had to go back to being full-time employed because, you know, life gets better with you sometimes and I had to move out. Well, I'm having to move out. And I don't know whether you've ever tried to move out self-employed, but it's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, so I've had to go back into full-time employment, which is very bittersweet for a reason I'll get onto in a second. Obviously it's bitter because we have to say goodbye to the unit, which we have obviously made a lot of memories in here. And I have actually just done a showing, that's why I'm here right now. I've just done a showing for this today and he really wants it and I think he's gonna come and get the keys next week. So at the same time, like, you've got to say bye to some things to see better things, if you know what I mean. Quite sad to say bye to something that you obviously put so much time and effort into, but it has worked out pretty well because if you have been looking at my Instagram, you will have seen that I got a new job, which is so freaking cool. Like, my new job is, I think it was literally like made by the heavens for me. It's weird. I was on Indeed looking for jobs, obviously. I knew that I needed to go back to full-time employment, and the part-time job that I had at the time, really did not want to do that full-time again. I see this job come up, and I was looking for like quite a few jobs in like motor trade, so like car dealerships, things like that. I seen this one come up, and it was like a vehicle prep assistant. And I read the description, it was basically just driving cars around to and from all their appointments, like the MOT, body shop, whatever. Just being like a general spare bit of hands in the dealership. I was like, sold. That sounds like a bit of me. So I applied for it. Put on, I think as well on the job description, it said things about like taking pictures and uploading them to Facebook and like Instagram and stuff. So I put on my CV that I did like social media, blah, 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 and I got a YouTube channel. Got a call back for an interview with Dan, my boss, and he was like, oh my God, I've seen your YouTube channel, like, would you do the social media for us as well? And I was like, well, yes, I would love to do that. It's called Vogue Auto Group. It's just a small family dealership. They mainly specialise in like modified caddies. So there are some really, really cool cars on their forecourt, and obviously they sell everything. I am just a general spare bit of hands, so I get to drive all the cars around to and from their appointments, but I also get the privilege of taking all of these cool cars out and making videos on them. Like, that is literally the coolest job ever, and I am so absolutely gassed that I got the job and I found it, and I got to do this instead of going back to being a full-time waitress, because I started there last week, just over a week ago. Absolutely loving it. It's so cool. The other day I took an SQ7 out for to do like a full video on it, which I am currently in the process of editing, and then that will be going up onto their YouTube channel. So I will link their YouTube channel in the description below. So if you could go and give those a cheeky subscribe, because whatever content I'm going to be uploading on here, I'm also going to be uploading content on there. So you get like a double whammy now, which I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably a bad thing. So I've got a new job. It's really cool. I get to drive sick cars around and film videos on them. Chilled Works is gone. Rest in peace. Like I said, it's very bittersweet. But the good thing is, my new job, I do also get to do like bits of wrapping on the side. So Dan, my boss, he wants like a caddy wrapping and stuff like that, or he wants some D-chromes doing. I still get to do that just there instead of obviously doing it independently through Shield Works. So it's never going to leave me. Like, I'm still going to be doing wrapping, that's why it's very bittersweet. So it's sad that I have to say bye to this place, but it's good that I still get to do it, and I get to do an even cooler job like on the side as well. So, sorry for waffling on, but I just felt like we needed to have a little catch up, obviously, and explain why I have been missing for so long. Like, even my Instagram has been dead. Like, it is just, I think I've lost so many like followers. Not that I'm bothered, but like, I think people are just like, this bitch is so boring now. But which is true, actually. Like, I have literally been so boring. I feel like I've lost my entire personality traits since not having Vera and like not doing YouTube anymore. So I'm ready to bring the personality back. Stay tuned for lots of videos that are going to be coming soon. I am planning on filming a video with Vera very, very soon, obviously in regards to all the exhaust work, and obviously show you a bit of behind the scenes on what's going on there. Then obviously we're going to be taking him back to Rusty's so he can finish off all of like the little bits that he couldn't obviously do until the exhaust was on. And then the world is our oyster again. Then I get to piss about breaking more things. I can't wait. Sorry I've been gone for so long, but I have just invested a large sum of money into this new camera, so you know for sure that I am not going anywhere now, because there is no way that I am wasting that amount of money on something that I'm never going to use. Thank you for listening to me tat absolute bollocks, and hopefully I will see you soon.